Alright guys, well, tonight I had an awesome surprise at the gym. As you know, I'm world's most amazing coach. Okay, have a whole bunch of students.
Very modest.
Yeah,
very
really
humble.
modest. Very humble. One of my favorite students now, it's old Cynthia, gave me a gift tonight, and I want to share that with the Wolf Tick Nation. She brought it and says, "Happy birthday, Coach." Wait till you guys see this. Dude, is that not me or what? Look at that. Dude, look at that. His shirt says Westside MMA. Little Rock, Arkansas. He's even got the Westside shorts on there. The tank top like I always wear. Dude, that is just too freaking cool. Cynthia, thank you so much for my little miniature me bobblehead. It looks just like me.
Get off my hand!
Hello. Wolf Tick Nation, thank you for tuning in to once again another Wolf Tick Videos episode. It's the Wolfman over there. I am the Tick, and
this might be a fail video.
This might be a fail video. I've been researching. Wolf Tick Nation sent us these books. Thank you guys so much.
I saw you on the toilet reading the other day.
Yeah, I stayed on that toilet for about an hour just trying to make heads or tails when it comes to what we are going to attempt on today's episode. We are going to attempt on the Marin San Quentin 3. The bike that I crashed on, right? We're going to bring that sucker back. If you guys didn't know, we'll show you a little bit of B-roll. This is the bike that I actually had on the Patron meetup, right? Mm-hmm. And I flat landed.
The most expensive bike. It's funny because some people were making comments about you. It's what happens, you ride cheap bikes, which they had no idea how you crashed. It had nothing to do with the bike, and it was the most expensive bike we have.
So before the accident happened, I actually flat landed this bike on the Cat's Meow, everybody's favorite trail, and I blew out the back wheel. Yeah, I blew out the back wheel on it. We got to step up. Woo! And the whole seal, all that stuff. I'll show you guys here in a little bit when we get to it.
And it's tubeless.
Yeah, it is a tubeless setup. So we're going to attempt to fix the bike that I crashed on. I had to stick a tube in there to get us by for the rest of the day. And hopefully we can get that job done today.
All right, little tube came in and saved it.
Yes, it did. And Big Sister Brandon getting that camera shot, she saved it too. So you guys get to see a little bit of B-roll.
Oh, finally get to use that.
Yeah, absolutely. But guys, without further ado, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Your boys, Wolf Tick Nation, we are going to try to figure out if we can actually lace a wheel. This should be one hell of an episode.
We're showing this succeed or fail, and we're not afraid to show our shortcomings at this stuff.
No. So stay tuned. And let's see if we can do this.
Yeah, this should be fun.
Putting the bike up on the stand.
I mean, I don't know why. I just have this weird feeling that you're, based on nothing, that you're going to be able to do this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. And how often does that happen?
That's a first. Wolfman's got confidence.
Well, it's not a first. It's just, I mean, right now, I don't know. Call me crazy. But I just think that this might actually work.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm basing it on. I might be just completely out of my mind.
Well, I like the way you think. Now, guys, I'm going to show you the Marin. Just such an awesome build, and this thing was shredding down Blue Jay when I crashed. Now, the crazy thing is nothing was damaged on the crash.
The one that hurt you, nothing was damaged.
Yeah, the one that hurt me, nothing was damaged on it. So that's a big plus, you know. And again, I just flat landed the crap out of this. No, there was no dead sailor. I just flat landed the crap out of this thing on the Cat's Meow.
You get all offended with that.
Yeah. And that was the issue why the rim was bent, why we lost some sealage. But I'm going to show you guys.
What? We lost what?
Some sealage.
Is that like silage?
Similar. Let's take this wheel, tire, tube, all that stuff out of here. I'm going to show you guys. Alright, you guys see this? Now, check that out. Yeah, look at that guy right there. The amount of force that I came down on was intense. And I think Big Sister Brandy called it, and she said I hit a rock, or I landed on a rock. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a nasty flat land, but I hit so freaking hard, it had to be a rock that bent it that much. So, one thing I didn't know about Stan's rims was they actually have little barcodes that are laser etched into the inside of the diameter being very technical, inside diameter of the rim, right?
Inside width.
Inside width. So what we did was hit up Stan's, and I told him, hey man, I was rocking one of the Baron S1s on my ride, and the rim bend, you know, and he goes, well, what were you doing? I said, well, I was jumping. And he goes, okay, well, we can look at getting replaced for you. Next thing you know, homeboy's quoting me a price. And I'm like, no, like, you're not going to charge me for this. We just built it, and it was the first ride.
Yeah.
It was the first ride. I said, no. And he's like, well, sir, the problem is with the Baron S1 is we no longer carry that wheel. So, although you bought it, yeah, it's been discontinued. One of our patrons purchased this wheel set for us. Says, although you've provided the serial code or the serial number and all that stuff, the issue is we no longer carry it, so we can't warranty it. And I was so upset. Now, don't forget the spacer. That was another one of the problems with this. Remember that spacer for the cassette? That was a huge problem. Had to go into town over that spacer. So anyway, he's like, well, give me the runaround. And as soon as I mentioned Wolftig videos and us having a YouTube channel, stuff changed, guys. Stuff changed. He said, I'll tell you what, we're just going to go ahead and send you a Flow S2 wheel. Everything will swap right over. Send you some sealant and some rim tape, and we'll get you taken care of.
So are you saying that if somebody calls on these manufacturers or somebody and they say, oh, sorry, they should go, hey, I'm part of the Wolftic Nation? Is that what you're saying?
I would throw it out there. I don't know if that would work or not, but I'd say, look, man, I know some people, Wolftic Nation. You ever heard of the Wolfman the Tick? Anyway, so I threw that out to the guy, and he hooked your boys up. So, I want to thank Stans for that. They didn't have to do that, but I want to make sure that we mention that in this episode. I think the only difference is
but here's my question. Before name dropping and all that, do you think that you could have got to some sort of resolve other than that?
No.
Really?
They were standing firm
were
on
they?
it. Yeah, they were very firm on it.
Because I thought they'd already changed from... Originally, it was like you were going to pay for whatever. Then it was like a majorly discounted thing. And then once you name dropped, it was like, oh, we'll just cover it.
Yeah, he did mention the majorly discounted. And he wanted us to pay...
That was before you name dropped.
Yeah, he wanted us to pay like $100 or something like that. And I was like, no. That's not going to happen. But anyway, we got it taken care of.
You think we're going to get hate for that?
No. The issues I was telling Wolfman, what I'm worried about is, the guy on the phone told me everything would swap over, and when I was reading the books, they said that you need to really make sure whenever it comes to your lacing a wheel, even if your holes seem like they're centered, they are slightly off. So you can see, obviously, spokes go this way and spokes go that way. So we need to make sure that we mark the valve on the S2 wheel, and then we're going to go from there. I think
Look at you reading.
I think the nipples are reverse thread. Does that sound right? I think they're reverse thread on the nipples.
Possibly.
Something like that. But we're going to have to get very technical with this. And then we're going to have to also lay the rim tape in there and put some sealant. And we're going to see if we can actually get this thing aired up. And I have a new tool that we're going to be using. This is Cycplus pump. You guys remember that? They sent us this little pump. This is what we'll be keeping in my fanny pack for whenever I ride.
Tool?
Yeah, that's definitely a tool.
A
it's a rechargeable air pump, so you guys don't have to use the CO2 cartridges and throw them away or recycle them, whatever you guys do, or have to carry a pump with you. It's fully charged. So we'll be using that in today's episode too, if we can actually get this thing all sealed up. But so that is basically going to be the plan. Like I said, I've been doing a whole bunch of reading. Stans did, the cool thing about Stans is I did go through and I was asking them. They asked me what my wheel size was, what we run. This is a 2.6 Vittoria that we run on this bike. And he assured me that all of the internal sizing, because they were off a little bit, he said everything would work. And that's actually what they recommend on this S2 wheel set, is a 2.6 or below. So it's perfect, So what we're going to do here is we're going to measure the internal width and see the difference. Because this guy over here, I believe is a 35. This guy is fat. Like, that's nasty fat right there. Let's see.
Nasty fat.
We're going to go from lip to lip. That's a 35. Maybe this one here's going to be a 30?
That's what I think. I think it's 30.
Yep, that's a 29.9. So we've got a 35 and a 30. Man, I hope this goes good. But very nice wheel set. Aluminum. Take this rim tape off, and we'll start taking these nipples off of here.
We want going to say nipples this whole episode?
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Okay.
It's a technical term.
I hope the algorithm knows that's what they're called.
Wolfman guys kept using the word nipple. Okay, so this is what we have got going on here. Now, I didn't read anything in either of the mechanic book over there, mechanical books, as far as direction. What they said you need to make sure that you do is look at the stagger of your spokes to make sure your left goes to the left and your right goes to the right. Okay? So, what I have done is I've matched up my valve stem holes. Alright? And also, I don't know about the direction, so what I did was on my S1 wheel, the serial number is laser etched into this lip up here facing the ceiling. So I placed it the exact same way with the barcode reading the exact same way and the serial code reading the exact same way on the new S2 flow. Taking a whole bunch of pictures, right? So I guess what we do now, and this is sketchy because I can't really afford to lose any of these little nipples. I think it's reverse thread. Okay, it's reverse thread. And like you can see, I mean, we're just getting this guy and just going to the right. Now, I think that's going to fall out. So my plan, guys, and I'm going to have to fast forward through this part, is going to be to keep this flat on the bench, and it's going to be just a swap, and we're going to swap it directly over.
Oh, you're not going to do the your little thing Grandma got you? Your truing stand?
The truing stand will come into play when we get done with it. And I know I'm going to need a tensionometer or something like that.
Because we don't have one. Right?
We don't have one. Okay, so that thing is full of sealant. You guys see that? It's full of sealant. Anyway, I got the nipple off of there, and now the spoke is just hanging there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it like this. We're going to put all of these nipples. This is going to be something. And I can't even afford to get one of these and strip it. Like, woof. We're going to put this over there.
Immediate fail.
Immediate fail if I strip one of those out.
So you have to take your time.
I got to take my time, and let's get after it. Again, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. But before we get started on this whole endeavor, I did want to give a shout out to our boy, one of our patrons, longtime patron, old Dan Boyce.
Yes.
Dan Boyce from the UK.
Been with us for a minute.
Been with us for a long time. Man, 5 cups of coffee.
Yes, thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan Boyce.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, hit that like button, okay? Tell Jacob to do the same. Let's get after this, guys. Let's do this.
I haven't seen Jacob in a while. I bet he's grown.
Thanks for the watch, American guys.
All right, guys. We are finally getting to that point of the last nipple removal. Now, there's a whole bunch of Velcro. There's zip ties, and I'm going to explain to you why those are on there. Okay. I'll tell you guys what. I couldn't imagine lacing a wheel from just bare spokes.
We're gonna have to do it eventually.
Yeah, from just bare spokes to a wheel. This right here, just the swapping aspect. I mean, holy crap! This is so tedious. I mean, this right here alone, just getting this job done, getting these nipples off there.
You're not a tedious guy.
Yeah, I've tried to learn over the years, but
you've gotten better.
It is difficult. So what I've done here, finally got all those done. I don't want to mess this up, but we've got all of the spokes removed. Now, if you guys can see, if I didn't do the zip tie method and the Velcro method, all this would have just down, and I would have been lost. So all of the
where you're at with that.
No, I'm about to talk about that too. All of the overlapping joints, I've put Velcro strap around Velcro strap. The opposite side, I used zip ties. So I thought that was pretty smart of me. Also, one of the things that the book told me to do was make sure you mark your spoke that is on the outsides, and I've done that here and here, on the outsides of your valve stem. So I made sure that I kept the Velcro on there as well. So now I guess we have to do is put all these guys through the hole, make sure that they're going down and up in the correct orientation. We're going to get this new wheel, we'll put him down, and we are going to start, remember it's facing the exact same way, all 32 nipples are out. We're going to start with placing it back in here like so, marking up the spokes that were right around the valve stem, and we're going to tackle it like this. I mean, holy crap, this is something else, man. check this out. You ready? Gosh.
It didn't sound good.
I mean, damn, that's terrible. That's super bad. I've never done
We
this.
need the. Do you think we're gonna have to get the tensioner thing?
No, we'll probably have to get a bike pro, like somebody that's done this before, because that sucker's bad.
Well, we have a comment section.
We have a comment section. Put in the comments. I guess, let me know what you guys think. I mean, am I better off just taking it to a professional, or?
Well, I think we should try to get it to work first. I mean, just don't damage anything.
I mean, I can't believe just how bad it is.
This might just end up being a fail.
Well, I mean, we got it.
Well, it's not really. It's a partial completion. Because
partial completion.
It needs to be true before you go any further.
Yeah, so you guys let us know what you guys think in the comments. I'm just loosening these guys like I know what I'm doing. I obviously went too tight on them. Maybe I should have just snugged them all up, put them in the trimming stand.
That's what I kept asking. That's what I was thinking you were going to do. That way you can kind of keep an eye on it.
I mean, I got Chuck U's address. I might just send him this.
Send it to him and ask him to fix it.
Chuck U, I might just send you this thing.
He might not want your work over there.
Yeah, he'd be like, well, he'll just send me a new Wilson. Be like, there you go, I fixed it. I'm going to loosen all these guys. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick, just for giggles, see if it looks any straighter. I guess that's why you need to tension them all properly, because obviously there is some wonkiness here. But what's funny is I didn't think about that. I was like, oh, well, hell, you just tighten them all up and it'll be nice and straight.
I can't believe it and think about that.
Yeah, so we've got a problem. Big problem. But anyway, guys, well, Wolfstick Nation, appreciate you guys watching this episode. Appreciate all those guys out there that are actually trying to help with the process and not hinder it and be like, oh, well, you're just morons. I'm sure we'll get those ones in there. But if you guys,
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, if you guys put those in there, make sure you don't use the word morons, because YouTube won't put it through.
Dude,
so
YouTube holds so much stuff, so just don't use crazy words.
Yeah, edit the hate. Be like,
Yeah,
man, you guys are some, something. Come up with something creative. Come up with something.
Or just be positive and say, hey, you gave it a shot. Now you just have to worry about getting it true.
Yeah. Always that too. But all right, guys. We will see you on the next episode. Damn, boys, thank you for the cups of coffee.
Yes.
All you patrons out there, appreciate the love, man. We're getting a good group of patrons going on.
Yes.
All the cool kids. Cynthia and family, thank you guys for the gift. That awesome, my own little bobblehead.
Yes.
That is so damn cool. Spitting image of me.
Need to probably shout out our new patrons at some point, too.
Yeah, we'll have to do that as well. But all right, guys, I'm going to mess with this, and we will see you on the next episode. Appreciate you watching.
Yeah.